Hi there, Neil Welch, agility coach here. I want to talk today a little bit about ACL injury mechanics. Now, it's a very common injury for field sport athletes, and the majority of injuries occur during non-contact change of direction movements. Now, depending on the sport, they can happen a little bit more defensively or a little bit more in attacking scenarios, but I just want to talk you through the mechanics of it. More often than not, we injure our ACL in a position where we've got a very straight leg, very upright torso, plus or minus, our toe turned out, and our trunk swaying. In order to feel why that is, if you stand up while you're watching this video, put your foot out to the side, keep everything upright, then just try and twist your leg side to side. And what you'll feel is you don't get very much rotation through the leg at all. So we imagine a scenario where we change direction with a lot of force in that position. Essentially what we end up with is kind of a Chinese burn through the leg, and the ACL is the victim. Now, I believe there's a huge prevention possibility by practicing your change of direction mechanics. So if we feel that same body position, but instead we get a little bit of a bend of the hip and we get a little bit of a bend of the knee, all of a sudden we're in a position where the hip can move a lot more. And that means when we change direction, if something goes wrong, if we slip, the hip is going to take the loading and not the knee. Now again, like any sporting skill, if you practice your change direction and agility, you can change this. So one of the things we want to work on is when we step, is just being able to stay a little bit lower. And this can start off something as simple as a familiarization drill, where you're walking forwards, you drop and push. One of the more important things, and one of the things we keep drilling, is our drop squat and our drop squat into a movement. That's ideally what we want to bring into our on-pitch scenario when I'm attacking and trying to take somebody on. I want to see a little bit of a drop in my center of mass, so I get a little bend of the hip, a little bend of the knee, and I'm in that very safe position. So as I said, I believe there's a lot of work you can do as an athlete in order to lower your risk of ACL injury by practicing your change of direction and agility. So again, have a feel of those positions and start exploring some of the other videos on my YouTube channel to try and get a bit of an understanding of how else you can help change your agility performance.